Happy New Year, my savvy service providers. Welcome 2025. This is our first live stream of the year. I am so excited to be back and to be here with you. We took a few weeks off for the holidays, so I hope everyone had an amazing Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year's. We had a great time. We didn't travel for Christmas this year. We stayed here in Charleston, but we did go to the mountains and totally got off the grid for Twixtmas, which is something that like the past couple of years I've really gotten into Twixtmas. It's like this time between Christmas and New Year's where you just like hibernate. You kind of say no to everything. Like I didn't. I turned off my phone for like 5 days. Didn't text anyone. Wasn't on social. Wasn't anything with work. Like totally off the grid. It was amazing. And so the kids are back at school and just feels really good to like get going with the new year. So I hope everybody is doing great. Let me pull this up in the group and make sure that I'm live. If you join live, let's see, I'm not seeing it yet. If you join live or catch the replay, say hello, say hi. I love your questions. I love your comments. We will be giving away a free sold out strategy session to anyone who comments or, says hi live or on the replay. These are free 30-minute coaching calls. I don't offer these publicly anymore. I've taken it off my, link tree. I've taken it off success pages, and these are something that I am just gifting to people who show up here or people on my newsletter, and these are just kind of like on a personalized me handing them out kind of thing. We're just at that point in the business where I can't keep these wide open, so we will announce a winner on Friday, and I love just getting to connect with y'all and give you some free support with me, a one-to-one multi-six-figure booked out business coach, because I know we can create some magic together and really give you some great support in 30 minutes. So that is our giveaway today. We will go ahead and jump in. There I am. Okay. So today, what are we talking about? What did I title this? So increase cash with fewer clients. And that's something that basically everyone here in this group wants to do. And so this is one simple concept that you need in 2025. This is not my predictions for 2025. This is not a to-do list. This is not how to hack your calendar or, goal setting or vision setting. Like this is none of that. And that stuff is great, but you've got to have this one shift first for any of that to work. This is literally like the foundation for everything. So we are talking about that today. I'm also celebrating 9 years in business. This is my 9-year anniversary supporting clients. I kind of have 2 work anniversaries. I technically started my business 9 years ago last August, but officially accepting clients and working behind the scenes with clients now for 9 years. So I'm so excited to share that. I remember 9 years ago this time being in Starbucks, having a discovery session. She was a girl I went to high school with. She owned a business. Met her at Starbucks to talk about doing her bookkeeping. I pitched her $45 an hour. She talked me down to $35 an hour. I took it. I was willing to take anything I could get. And these days I'm selling out a $9,000 high ticket offer. And I'm just so grateful for this journey. And I'm so grateful for being here for 9 years and for y'all being here. I just love sharing what's possible and being an example of that. Literally, so many clients talked me down from $45 an hour to $35 an hour. And so if I can sell at a $9,000 offer, I know that you can too. And so really trying to be a voice for that and share my experience, especially as a mama of 3. I started my business when I had 1 newborn, and then I, in quick succession, had 2 more. We had COVID lockdowns, we've had recessions, we've had all kinds of stuff. So I'm just really grateful to myself 9 years ago for taking that leap and taking that client at $35 an hour and then allowing myself to be here. So it's kind of what I want to start this conversation off with, is bringing you back to my breakthrough year, which was not 9 years ago. It was 3 years ago. Well, 4 years ago at this point, 2021. In mid 2021, that was my personal breakthrough year. And I promise this is relevant to our conversation today. I just want to set this up and give you some context about it. This also leads beautifully into our masterclass next week. It's called Your Breakthrough Offer. I'm giving you my 3-step framework, 3-part framework for how you create an offer that basically sells itself. How you create an offer that high ticket clients cannot resist. That will be next week. Typically these are in the Facebook group. It will not be in the group. You do need to get the link, sign up. You'll get the Zoom link. You get the playbook, you get a chance to win a 1-to-1, 45-minute, 6-figure switch coaching session with me. So all of that juiciness. So I'll be sure to put the link below, get yourself signed up so you can get access to that. So this is all what we're talking about today, sets you up for that masterclass next week. But 2021 was my breakthrough year, and it wasn't my best year ever. It wasn't my most profitable year in terms of revenue or success, but it was the year that I rose above the clouds, if that makes sense. I was kind of in year 5 of my business in 2021 and really just working every second that I had, working around my kid's schedule. I was at max capacity with clients. I was getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning to work on their stuff. I was capped at $8,000 a month, which is great. But that was the year that I really shattered what was possible. I really broke through every bullshit limiting belief that I had. I really opened up, and it's just that visual of going above the clouds, going beyond what I thought was possible. And I'm so grateful to myself. And so the one simple shift we're going to talk about today is going to help you to do that. If you've been in a place in your business where you're this is great, I've got clients, I've got revenue, I don't know that this is sustainable, because at that point at year 5, if I didn't rise above the clouds, I would not be sitting here talking to you at year 9. There is no way I could have continued hustling, working 24/7, bending over backwards to try to book clients and take whatever I could get. I would have tapped out. I would not be here today. And so having this breakthrough moment and having your personal breakthrough year is so important. And what we're going to talk about today, the one simple shift, is what's going to help you do that so you can get to year 9, 10, 20 and feel really freaking great and love what you do and love where you are. So that's what this conversation is about today. So that was the year I created my breakthrough offer. It was a game-changing shift in my business. It was one decision that literally changed everything. It changed the clients that I have, the money I make, the team that I have. It changed everything. It changed our family economy, changed what I'm able to pay myself, the schools and the childcare I could pay for my kids, the retirement that I could set up. We switched to an S Corp. I have a 401k that I max out plus, I do the extra contribution. Last year I maxed it out, gave an additional 12k, got 30k in savings for taxes. I have changed my life because of this breakthrough offer and what we're going to talk about next week. So I just want to give you some context. So this past year I paid myself about 100k. That's paid myself 100k, and then I had just have crazy high profit margins. Most of that 200k, is going to me in some shape or form. Even that take home pay of 100k did not include the tax savings that is mine, that I probably will not pay that in taxes, so I get to keep it. This is all because of my breakthrough offer. I have very low overhead. I have a very small but mighty team. And that was the year when I created this breakthrough offer. I was capped at 79k a year. And yes, I had high profit margins then too, because it was just me. I was just a one-woman show. But I was getting up at 4 a.m. I was capped at $8,000 a month. Sometimes it was more or less. But creating my breakthrough offer was what really allowed me to triple my annual revenue. So now we make over 200k, 239k. The offer I have now is 14 times what I was offering when I was groveling to book that $35 an hour client 9 years ago. I just share this to give you perspective, because this one simple shift we're going to talk about is what makes your breakthrough offer possible. It's what makes all of this possible. And I want to give you the perspective that if I can do it, you can too. I'm a mama of 3. I work while my kids are at school. If they're home, I'm not really working. That's just the truth. So that's why it's so important for me to share this and to share my breakthrough offer next week. And again, it will not be in this group. Get yourself signed up so you get the link. So I really want you to take a moment and reflect on a scale of 1 to 10. How aligned are you feeling in your business right now? How excited are you? How are you getting up and, supporting clients and doing the work? Are you creating offers that feel purposeful and feel like they speak to your strengths and feel like you are living in your zone of genius every single day? Or are you just putting out what you think people will buy, or having prices that you think people will pay, or you're just offering what you started your business doing and now you're just continuing to do it out of just, this is what you've been doing. So if you're not at a 9 or a 10, something needs to change. Let me just close the door. My husband came in for lunch. And that's literally how I felt in 2021. Like, the bookkeeping was great. I am good at it. I majored in accounting. I know bookkeeping. I know QuickBooks like the back of my hand. But it wasn't my zone of genius. I kept looking at client reports and having conversations with clients who were just like, it just felt like the bookkeeping was fine. It kept them clean for year end, it helped them have reports every month, but like, people were haggling with me over my prices. I was bending over backwards for clients that weren't even a great fit. I mean, I had a client who was dropping off her stuff at my doorstep. I had a client who I organized and scanned his stuff. Like, I went, I did something for someone on Nextdoor where I went to their house and I helped them organize their home office. Like, I just was doing shit to make money, and it worked, but it wasn't fulfilling. I knew I was meant for more. I knew I could support people on such a deeper level. And so that was kind of that moment. Like, look at your, how you're feeling in your business. How aligned is it? How aligned are your offers? How are you feeling in terms of client? Like, I really started resenting clients because I was doing so much for them. I had so much experience, and then they were like talking me down on my rates and haggling with me and expecting me to like bend over backwards to support them at like this really low hourly rate. So like, again, I would not be in business today if I had continued on that path. And that's why I want you to assess today. Take a look at where you are, your offers, how you're feeling with your clients. Like, we want this to be sustainable. We want this business to sustain you and your family economy for years to come. So really ask yourself, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, am I a 9? Am I a 10 with my offers and how I'm feeling? Like, take a minute to really look at that, because this is why a breakthrough matters. We really want to shift your perspective. So look at your answer for how aligned and how excited you feel in your business, and really, like, what's your answer about working with dream clients and, stepping into your expertise. And let's really take a moment to assess where you are and where you would be in an ideal world. Like, you have an amazing opportunity right now. Like, if you've been playing small, if you've been charging what you think people will pay, if you've been doing, offering things that you think are realistic or you think people will buy this, like, this is your moment to really like stop and reassess. Like, are you operating from fear? So this is the one simple shift that will change everything in your business, that will make the breakthrough offer class next week really land and like work for you, that will make any of the other stuff you're doing in your business work. Is really thinking about, how did I phrase it? when you operate, shifting from fear to purpose. So that's the shift. I think I wrote it more eloquently somewhere in my notes, but like, this is the simple shift. This will help make or break your 2025. This is what is deciding whether you make multi-six figures or not this year. This is how you make more cash, how you make more profit faster, and supporting fewer clients is to really stop operating from fear, whether it's fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of charging with your worth. Like, you're going to stay stuck. Fear keeps you in mediocrity. It keeps you chasing clients. It keeps you undercharging and overworking. And so when you shift to purpose, when you shift to alignment, that's when everything changes. So you start trusting your intuition, you create offers that feel good and get results for your clients, because that is key. And you are able to attract clients that are just an easy yes. So when you shift from fear to purpose and alignment, that is the thing that's going to help you make more money with fewer clients in 2025. So I have lots of client examples about this. So I get messages from clients in Voxer all the time on a weekly basis saying things like, they were all easy yeses, or my prices do work, or I made my pitch and they had no hesitation. They didn't balk at my rates. I thought I was going to be picked apart. Like, literally one client, and I think I've mentioned this previously, it just happened in December, but she raised her rates like 5 times her previous amounts. She thought this person was going to pick her rates apart. She thought she was going to have to haggle with them. He literally didn't say anything. He literally was like, okay, cool, sign me up. Like, nothing. And that was like a 5x in her rates. I just had a client call yesterday and she said someone already bought her offer at the new higher rate. Like, we just changed it like days ago. Like we were just on a call and we were like, hey, let's reassess some of these things that you've got on your website. Like, let's just, and this isn't her one-to-one package. This is a package leading up to that. So we just increased it and people are already buying it. Like, this shit works. So that's why, like, I'm such an advocate of shifting from fear to purpose and alignment, because when you're really living in that, you're giving yourself permission to get what you want, which is the only way that you're going to actually get what you want, because you have to give yourself permission first before anyone else can give you money or clients or revenue. So this is the beauty of my clients having their breakthrough offer, and this is why, you know, they don't have to play small. They don't have to operate from fear. They step into their power. They step into alignment. Like, that's one of the key metrics I'm like always monitoring with them. Every month we have like a metrics that matter spreadsheet. And yes, I want to know about clients. I want to know about their best fit calls. I want to know about their revenue, but I'm also asking them first and foremost, how do you feel in your business? How aligned do you feel? How do you feel about your offers? How do you feel about selling? Like, that is so important, because that's what makes the other numbers pop. And it's something that so many people skip over. They're like, oh, well, I'll feel in alignment when I have the clients. I'll feel lit up and excited and love what I do when I have the money, when I have the clients. And it's literally backwards. Like, stepping out of fear and stepping into an alignment is what is going to create all of this beautiful revenue and clients. So my clients are doing what they're meant to be doing. They're in their zone of genius. They're not looking at what other people in their industry are doing to make money. They're literally creating something that fits them, their skills, their unique gifts. And that's what we're going to talk about in the Breakthrough Offers Masterclass next week. Really helping you do that. That's what the playbook is for. That's what the free call that I'm offering someone is for, really helping you step into that so that you're not just like copying and pasting someone else's offer. You're literally creating something for you, for your audience, for your potential clients, because even within the same industry, that is different. Like, it's not the same. I literally think about it like wearing someone else's clothes. So I'm in my 40s now. I don't go out a lot, but when I used to go out with friends, you know, my clothes are kind of plain. So they'd always be like, Jordan, wear this, let me do your makeup. And I'd be like, sure, okay, whatever. And I'd go out and I just felt weird. Like, I just, you know, wearing someone else's clothes that don't fit, or their style that doesn't fit, or the makeup or the perfume. Like, I had a friend who always wanted me to wear her perfume, and like, it just didn't sit right with me. Like, the whole night I just felt like off. Like, okay, I'll look cool and different, but it just felt off. And that is what I see so many business owners do with their offers. It's like wearing someone else's clothes who don't fit. And that's why you're not making the money you want. That's why you haven't gotten the easy yeses. That's why you haven't hit 10K or multi six figures in a way that feels so easy and flowy and good, is because you need your breakthrough offer. So we are actually going to talk about now some actionable pieces for this shift from fear to shifting to purpose, because this is huge. So I've got like 3 action tips. So in order to make your shift, in order to make your breakthrough offer stick, in order to have more money with fewer clients, in order to make any of the industry hacks work, or the planning or the vision boarding or the, you know, New Year's resolution stick, you've got to shift from fear to purpose and alignment. We've got to stop apologizing for your rates. We've got to stop bending over backwards for clients who are, let's be honest, a pain in the ass. So let's talk about some action tips to really step into alignment. And that is, I want you to journal first. We got like 3 of these. The first one is journaling on what are you afraid of? Like, take 5 to 10 minutes, sit down and really get clear on this fear. And something I love doing is a fear inventory or a fear dump. It's just so powerful, and even coming back to it daily. And this isn't something to just like perpetuate the fear. This is to get the fear out on paper, because if you let yourself journal around what you're afraid of, and even if you just do it over and over, like, I'm afraid of, or I fear that, if you just keep going for 5 to 10 minutes, you're going to come up with so much juicy information that you didn't even really realize or think about was holding you back. Like, you're going to go from these surface fears of like, I'm afraid what my, you know, in-laws will think, or I'm afraid what the other moms will think. And you're going to get down to like the juicy good stuff that's really the stuff that's holding you back. That's really, you know, the stories in your head from your childhood that you didn't realize are still there. Like, this journaling about your fears is just so powerful. And even getting support from someone, This is something I do with my one-to-one clients all the time, is really finding out where is this fear coming from. It's usually this like childhood piece of them that's trying to keep them safe. And so really getting in touch with that and finding out what that is so powerful. So that's like the first action step. If you're going from fear to being in alignment, you've got to name the fear. You've got to know what it is. You've got to bring it to the light. Like, we all have these shadow dark sides, and bringing it to the light and naming it and looking at it and seeing like, oh, that's my fear. Oh, that's a trauma response. Oh, that's something that I've held on to for 20 years because of XYZ story. Like, bringing that and naming it is the first thing if you want to move into alignment. So then the second piece is really journaling. Like, what is most important to me in my life and my business? And this is something, again, like, we all think we know the answer to this, but if you actually sit and like get clear on it and sit with it for 5 to 10 minutes and write it out, you'll go so much deeper than just like, I want to make some money while the kids are at school. Like, we can shift and get really deep into your why, because that's literally how we're going to go into your purpose. And being in alignment is like, you've got to get clear on your why. No one can do that for you. Your why is different than my why. They might be similar. It might be like, I want to support amazing humans and make great money while my kids are at school without working 24/7, without a huge team. Like, we can have similar whys, but like, really let yourself journal and get clear on that, because yours is going to be different than mine, and you need to get in touch with that and you need to think about it. So think about, why do you want to make this shift from fear to alignment? Why do you want to make the shift from low ticket to high ticket? Why do you want to make the shift from hourly done for you to done with you, VIP? Like, why do you want to double, triple, your annual revenue, or 5x to 14x your rates? Like, why is that important to you? What does that do for you? What does it do for your life? What does it do for your business? What kind of impact do you want to have for your clients? What kind of impact do you want to have for your family? What kind of impact do you want to have for your community? Like, keep circling back to this when fear gets in, which leads to the third piece of really a grounding ritual, because we're going to get better at noticing the fear, but fear typically doesn't just totally go away. I would love that, but it typically keeps coming back, or it changes forms, or new level, same devil kind of thing. So when we're really wanting to shift from fear to purpose and alignment, you need like a grounding ritual. So I love an affirmation. I love something to come back to that's basically like helps your brain stop. So like, some of my clients want to picture a stop sign when they notice those fear thoughts or those old stories or those limiting beliefs coming up. It's literally like, stop sign. We're not doing this. We're not spiraling out. I love an affirmation. I have affirmations like posted around. I have affirmations that pop up on my phone at certain times a day, just something to literally shift your brain and, say something like, things always work out for me, or I always get what I want, or I trust that I'm on the right path and move forward with purpose, or, just thinking about what is going to help bring you back to alignment, to stepping into your power, to that purpose, so that you can shift from fear, because your brain is like a dog. It needs a bone to chew on. And so if we're just trying to push away the fear, but we're not giving it something else, then it just is so much easier for the fear to keep spiraling and to keep like going out of control. But if we can literally stop it, I've shared this before, but I literally picture a cormorant, which is a bird we have here in the low country, and it dries its wings in the sun. Like, that's what I picture when I really am like spiraling or fear is coming up. That's how my brain stops it. And then I come up with one of my affirmations that I just always say to myself and that I always have in my back pocket. So figure out what that is for you, whether it's a stop sign, whether it's, something beautiful that you've seen. Just have that signal to your brain that's helping you stop. So that's like the grounding ritual. So first, again, it's getting clear on that fear. If you're going to shift from fear to alignment, if you're going to shift from fear to being more empowered and stepping into who you want to be and the offer you want to have, we've got to name the fear. We've got to get clear on what that is. And then the second piece is, what is your why? What is your motivation? What is being in alignment? What does that look like for you? And you could even say it in like a 3-month plan and a 5-year plan. Like, you don't have to have it all mapped out, but just what does that look like? What is the end result? What is that feeling that comes with it? And then have some kind of grounding ritual that helps you and supports you when you do have the fears pop up. What are you using to stop? How are you stopping? What's the signal you give your brain? What are you replacing with? Like, that is all such powerful stuff. So And then, kind of the fourth thing that I haven't mentioned yet is signing up for my masterclass next week, getting the training, get my 3-part framework so that you literally know and have the tools to create an offer that is unique to you, that is unique to your audience, that is unique to your business, and that your service and your purpose and what you bring to the world that is so special that literally no one else can do, that Google can't do, that AI can't do, ChatGPT cannot replace you. Like, this is the framework that you need to really have the high ticket clients flooding your business with the easy yeses. So make sure you get signed up for that, because this is your year. I mean, 2025 can be your moment. It can be your breakthrough year. You can always find a year to wait, or find a reason to wait. You can wait till the kids are older, or wait till you have more time, or wait until XYZ, or I'll do it next month. But the truth is, breakthrough years don't just happen by accident. They do require action. They do require getting the tools, getting this framework, getting the support literally sent to your inbox. I'm giving it to you. Like, I love y'all so much. I want y'all to have what you need to make this your breakthrough year. I went deep with this training. I spent multiple sessions with my coach coming up with this framework, really ideating about what worked for me, what's worked for my clients, and putting it all together for you. I know so many coaches who really, when they create something for free, they just ask their VA to do it for them, and no shade on them, but that's not, like, I'm not going to do that. Like, I went really deep with this, and I've put a lot of effort into it, and this is something I stand behind 100%. It is free, but it is probably better than most paid things out there. I've had multiple people tell me, my coach was telling me, I'm crazy to not charge for this, at least like a low ticket thing, but it is so important for me to give this to you for free so that you can have this framework to get started. So this is your decision today. You can step into alignment, move away from fear, move towards your purpose, move towards your, higher services, higher self, stepping into who you're meant to be. You can start that today, no matter how scary that feels. And I know it's scary because I hear from so many business owners that they are trying to be realistic. And guess what? You make your reality. Like, I love hearing that, and it makes me sad. It's like everybody says that I'm just being realistic here. And it's like, well, you create your reality, right? Like, we all have a different reality. We could witness the same thing. We could go through the same experience, and everybody comes back with like a different reality. Like, even think about if you have siblings, like think about a memory that occurred in your family, and like you might be laughing about it, whereas another sibling has this terrible traumatic memory of it. Like, I know we have that with like piano teachers in my family. Like, somebody loved this piano teacher, the other one thought they were scary. Like, we literally create our own reality. So if you're sitting there and you're like, I'm just trying to be realistic here, like, you're the one creating that reality. So you are the one that gets to change that. And it's just, I always tell my clients, like, full permission to borrow my confidence, like full permission. If you don't fully embody what's possible for you, borrow mine, because I know what's possible for you. I know from my own experience. I know from doing this with countless clients, helping them go from $300 offers to $3,000 offers, helping them go from 2K months to 32K months. Like, I literally know this works. So feel free to borrow my confidence and my results and anything you need if you're feeling in fear or scarcity. So we all create our own reality. So why not make yours the one that you really want, that serves you and your family, that blows up your family economy? You get to decide whether or not 10K months are realistic. Like how I struggled to sell my $45 an hour offer and, had to go down to $35 an hour, or even recently, quoted someone for bookkeeping $250 a month and they didn't take me up on it, but I am selling out my $9,000 offer on repeat. Like, this is the power of a breakthrough offer, and the power of pivoting from something that is done for you hourly, something that, someone can replace you with their spouse or their admin assistant or Google or ChatGPT if cash gets tight. We want to make you irreplaceable. We want to make you in a position that is just a service that gets someone a bigger transformation, that commands a higher price tag, that floods your business with the high ticket clients, and that really helps you step into alignment and what you're put here to do. So excited for the masterclass next week. Let's see, anything else. Oh, again, next week I'm giving you my framework. We're really talking about, it's more the practical pieces. Like today we were talking about shifting from fear to alignment and purpose. And so this is the concept. This is the one simple shift. And then next week in the masterclass, this is literally the framework that you need to do that. If you have tried to pivot to high ticket, or you tried to increase your rates and you heard I can't afford you, or you're great, but I don't have the money, you want to get this masterclass, because that's not going to happen when you have an offer that commands a higher price tag that high ticket clients can't resist. Like when people literally can't resist your offer, you do not hear that anymore. Like people will tell me it's a stretch. People will tell me I'm scared and I'm still going to do it. Like that is what happens when you have your breakthrough offer. So this class today was great. This is the mindset. This is the one simple shift, but make sure you sign up and get the Zoom link for next week, where I'm literally walking you through my framework. This is something that's typically reserved for my one-to-one clients. This is what I'm doing with them on their kickoff strategy sessions. This is what we're doing on intensives, but I'm giving you this framework in a playbook so that you can take it with you. Let's see, and this is what's going to help make 2025 your breakthrough year. Like you've got to start that now. Let's see, anything else in my notes? No, but basically, like, let this be your year. Use this New Year motivation. Use this excitement. Like, let this be the time that you let yourself dream and create your new reality. Do the journaling prompts I gave you. Do an assessment in your business. Like, take the time to give yourself that gift of reconnecting to your why, reconnecting to alignment, moving from fear. I know so many of us as business owners, we start our business and we want to people please. We want to book those clients. We want to do what we can, like anything to take the work. And it's out of fear that we won't make money. It's out of fear we won't book clients, but we really have this chance now to let this be your breakthrough year and pivot into something that's like, I get to lean back and just let the high ticket clients flood in. Like, I don't have to bend over backwards. I don't have to apologize for my rates. I don't have to explain myself. I don't have to convince anyone on a best fit call. I'm done. Like, you get to draw the line in the sand now. So get the Zoom link, sign up. I cannot wait to see you next week and teach this to you. It is going to be so great. This is like, I love all my master classes, but I'm just like especially fired up about this one. So I know it's going to be a good one. I'll see you next week. Again, make this your moment. Make this your year. You decide. You create your reality. So let's do it. Let me know if you have questions. Leave me your comments. I cannot wait to hear from you, and see you next week. Bye.